I manage social media. Girl, boy, why will you be saying that? Please don't spoil your reputation. If you think becoming a social media manager in 2026 is just about posting and learning Canva, then I'm sorry to say, but you are already behind. Because right now, brands are not looking for people that will just post. They aren't looking for posters, for lack of a better word. They are looking for problem solvers. So until you understand this, then you will not be able to become a social media manager in the year 2026. Hi guys, the digital baby here. I share helpful social media management and digital marketing tips. So on today's episode, we're going to be discussing how to become a social media manager in 2026. But before I get right into the video, make sure that you give it a like, make sure you drop a comment, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing videos like this. Now, step into becoming a social media manager in 2026 is to understand the business behind social media. Now, it's not just enough for you to learn content, learn the things that has to do with social media. You need to also learn the business behind social media management. And you need to understand, why do brands even hire a social media manager? You need to understand that it's not just for vibes, it's not just for posting, it's not just for engagement purposes alone. They hire social media managers because they want lead, they want visibility, they want to be able to reach their target audience. So when you understand the business behind social media, then you are able to do the work that is needed of you as a social media manager. So you need to understand now in 2026, brands want return on investment. They don't just want people that will post. You need to understand the business behind social media management. Why are they hiring you in the first place? So for example, if I were managing a skincare brand, I will not just post product pictures and then that will be all and call it a day. No. I will post educational content, right? To educate my audience on things. I will post content that leads them to my website. I will post content that makes them know more about our brand for brand visibility. So things like that, you need to understand the business behind social media management before even learning content and all of the skills that you need to learn. Step 2, you need to have some core skills as a social media manager. Now, don't let everyone deceive you and say you need to have this, you need to have that. You don't need to have all of the skills to start to be a social media manager, but there are some core skills that you need to have, like it's inevitable that you need to succeed in the field. Number 1 is content strategy. You want to be able to know how to plan a 30-day content calendar in line with your business goal. Now, that's where the strategy comes in. So for week 1, you can post something that has to do with awareness. Week 2, you can talk about engagement, stuff like that. You must understand your content that you are putting out there. Hence, you must understand content strategy. Secondly, you must understand copywriting. Now you must understand how you are able to psychologically get through to your audience with your words. You must understand how to put together captions. You must understand how to put together call to actions. It's important, and copywriting is a non-negotiable skill if you want to be a social media manager in 2026. Number 3 skill that you need to have analytics skill. You cannot just come now and just say, okay, I'm posting. If you are posting, then you are just guessing. You need to understand reach. You need to understand impressions. You need to understand all those analytics. It will guide you on your daily action or day-to-day action as a social media manager. Another skill that you need to have is that you need to understand platforms. Now, platforms are different. Instagram is different from Facebook. Facebook is different from LinkedIn. But if you use all the strategy you use for Instagram, for all these other social media platforms, my dear, it's not going to work. Trust me on that. Number 4, you need to have systems. You need to have systems like content calendar systems, scheduling system, AI assistant, all those things. You need to have all these things. It will help you. Putting together system will save you as a social media manager. Trust me. I'm a social media manager. I handle brands. I handle my own brand. I'm out here on YouTube trying to film and make my daily $1,000. So you need to have systems. If not, you are literally going to run. You understand what I'm saying, right? So it's really important. These are some of the core skills that you need to have. In fact, I feel like these are all of the 5 core skills you need to have as a social media manager in 2026. I really love this one. Position yourself as a premium social media manager. Instead of saying that, oh, somebody asks you, oh, what's your name? Oh, I'm Joy. I manage social media. Girl, boy, why will you be saying that? Please don't spoil your reputation, okay? You are more than that. So instead of saying that, you can say, I help brands grow online through strategic content and data-driven decisions. Or if you're like me, you can say I'm a social media manager. I help social media managers grow and also monetize with ease. You want to put some respect on the title. You want to put some respect on yourself, right? Also have when they ask you for, oh, what are your rates, have a service card, have a rate card, have a website. You can put together a portfolio just to position yourself as a high standard social media manager. Even if you are just starting out, don't bring yourself low. Create a portfolio for yourself, right? Put together, work on your personal brand. It's important. Okay. Last but not the least step, you want to start small but start smart. Instead of going ahead to target, oh, I want to help this big brand manager social media, you can start from helping coaches, help personal brands, help startups, help small business owners. Speak from a place of value where you're telling them you can do audits for them, you can do content calendars for them. Because when you give strategy, you stand out. So make sure you don't just start small, but start smart. It's really important, okay? And with that, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you into starting your career in social media management in 2026. And I want to say this, becoming a social media manager this year is not hard, but it requires clarity. You must be clear on why you are doing what you are doing, which I've mentioned here today. If you treat it like a side hustle experiment, you are going to get side hustle money. But if you treat it as a real career, then you are going to actually build long term income. And if you want everything that I just explained broken down properly, with templates, workflows, real life examples, case studies, everything, then you want to grab my course on social media management crash course from beginner to pro. Now that course is detailed. It will help you with every single thing that you need to start your social media management journey in 2026. I'm going to put a discounted link in bio for just my YouTube farm. If you are serious about becoming a social media manager in 2026, then you want to grab this course. Okay, what's good is that I'm going to be offering you a discount, so make sure you grab it. And then if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you in my next video. But before you go, make sure you don't forget to catch up on the next episode of this social media management series, because it's a 3-part series. Make sure you don't miss out on the 2 other ones. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.